The news at this hour begins with the crisis in the opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP, which is showing no signs of resolution as a faction of the National Working Committee has suspended the acting national chairman, Umar Damagum, and National Secretary, Samuel Anyanwu, for alleged disloyalty to the party. Earlier, a faction of the NWC aligned with Damagum announced the suspension of the National Legal Advisor, Kamaldeen Ajibade, and the National Publicity Secretary, Debo Ologunagba, also for alleged disloyalty. In a new twist, Ologunagba, in a statement on Friday, announced suspension of Damagum and Anyanwu. Meanwhile, the chairman of the PDP Board of Trustees, Adolphus Wabara, had on Thursday called on the National Working Committee to urgently convene a National Executive Committee meeting to address the crisis within the party. And to discuss this, I'm joined by PDP chieftain Moses Idika. Good afternoon. Glad to have you join me on the news.
Good afternoon. My pleasure.
All right. Let me start by asking if you can help us clarify the reasoning behind the suspension of Umar Damagum as well as Samuel Anyanwu by a faction of the National Working Committee.
I'm not a member of the National Working Committee of the PDP. However, I understand as a member of the party that the PDP is going through a kind of self-cleansing right now because the way the party is being led currently is not such that is beneficial to the party as the main opposition political party in Nigeria. So what is going on is like internal cleansing so that the party can begin to play its role as the opposition political party in Nigeria today. So eventually, something is going to give. The party is going to bounce back. There are forces, anti-democratic forces that have been working around the clock to ensure that PDP does not rise again and that Nigeria becomes a one-party state. So what is going on currently is going to be to the benefit of Nigerians and the People's Democratic Party.
Well, when you say it's a form of cleansing for the PDP, other people are saying that this signifies division and then final breakdown of the party, as a unit, that's a PDP. What do you say to that?
No, PDP is already an institution in Nigeria. PDP is the only political party that over the past 2 decades has built a structure that can sustain it irrespective of divisions within the party. Like in several parts of the country, in some states, there are crises here and there. Like recently, the national vice chairman of the party in the Southeast, Mr. Adolphus, was also said to have been suspended. And it's kind of, and the suspension came from the world. So what is happening in PDP today is an internal mechanism that people in the party are exploring to ensure that the party does not get overtaken by the APC, who are now camouflaging as members of PDP at various levels of the party to make sure that the party is put down.
Well, do you see this, should I say crisis now having an impact on the image of the party? That's, on one hand, and also chances of performance in future elections?
No, what is happening in PDP today is rather a defining moment where the party is about to reinvent itself. It's not going to have a negative effect on the party in the long run. Rather, it's going to put the party on a better and stronger footing to face the challenges of 2027 general elections.
Okay, let's talk about other internal party wranglings of PDP. Do you think there need be other forms of reconciliation within the party to prevent similar crises from happening again in the future?
Yes, there's already a reconciliation committee, which I believe will eventually have a kind of rejig to bring all warring factions in the party together. However, there are certain forces within the party that would always work against unified PDP. So until those forces are uprooted from the party, it is only then that there can be a genuine reconciliation. So definitely going forward, there has to be a form of reconciliation where every grievances among members and among groups within the party, there have to be a kind of a common ground, because divided, of course, we will fall, but united, we are definitely going to make progress. So yes, there is going to be a reconciliation, but the reconciliation will be based on genuine collective interests of the People's Democratic Party, by extension, the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much for your insight on the news. Moses Idika, PDP chieftain, many thanks indeed for your thoughts.
Thank you very much. Welcome.